Over here, we can see all our cashiers and usernames that have been added through the dashboard. We click on a username, I'll click on myself, and then we enter the password. Now, first things first, before I can access the register, I have to clock in as an employee and open the till. So I will clock in here on the right side, and it will show me my attendance status here in green. And then I need to open till. So once I open the till, I have to type in the amount that's already in the cash drawer as change. For example, I would say 500 riyals. Done. Now I can either open the drawer, or I can access the register here on the left, first thing on the left bar. This is the register. We have not added any photos. If you have added photos or icons, it will show here. But because we haven't added any photos, you can see the titles of the categories only. So let's go ahead and let's order a lunch meal. We'll choose pepperoni as our product. And then I have to choose what is the type of order. Is it the dine-in, takeaway, pickup, delivery, or drive? So I'll say it's takeaway. I have over here on the top, I can decide how many orders I can make. If it's over 9, I can click on the question mark and I can type like 20 pepperoni pizzas. I would say 2 for now. Done. And it will show me here that there are 2 pepperoni pizzas for 200 riyals. And it's tax inclusive. So it's 9.52, it's a paid tax. And after tax is added, it's 200 riyals. I can also choose drinks. So let's say we order fresh juice and we want to get apple juice. We order 2, same thing, and we press done. Now we want to pay for our order. We click on the total here at the bottom, the one that says 212. We click on it, and then we can see all our payment methods. You can pay by cash, or you can pay by Meta, or we can pay by both. Let's say he paid 112 cash, and he paid the rest of the amount with Meta. We click on pay. The order is paid. If I have the cashier, a printer connected to the cashier, it will immediately print the receipt. Now let's order another order. Let's say we're ordering pizza and we are getting vegetable pizza. Let's make it takeaway. So here we can see we have different sizes. We can choose the size. I want a medium pizza. I want 1 piece. Here it says in the bottom lunch offer, because in the promotions right now we have a timed event. So immediately it's giving me a discount, because through the dashboard we have a timed event that's active right now. Now you can see here at the top we have options, takeaway, options, kitchen, orders, new, and home. Takeaway, here we can choose the type of order. Options, we can look at the many options we can do with the order. So we can set persons. So you can say like it's for 3 people or 2 people to keep count. We can set a due time. So we can say it should be ready by today, 8 o'clock at night. We can add notes. You can see the notes here at the bottom of the receipt. You can assign a call name. So your customer will be, let's say his name is Ahmed. When his pizza is ready, you can say pizza for Ahmed. As well as the number of the receipt will be printed. but this is just an option to have. You can assign a customer. So you can choose a customer from here. You can search for him by his phone number, or you can add a new customer. You can add his phone number. That's all. So you can just assign the order to the customer. You can also assign order tags. So you can say like it's hunger station, an employee discount, coupon discount. This will help you with the reports. If you want to look for a specific order type, this can help you in your searching or filtering reports. You can void the order. Now we can, because in the settings we have void reason, like it always asks you for a void reason. So we have to type in a void reason. You can of course change that. I will show you later how to change that in the settings. So let's say it's not available. It's void now. We can make a new order. Let's say takeaway. And we'll order a burger, double burger, 2, and a chicken burger. Now if we go to options, we can split the order. So let's say the chicken burger or one of the mushroom burgers, I want to split it. So if you go to orders here on the right, on the top right, you can see we have 2 active orders. The one mushroom burger and the chicken burger, and also the one mushroom burger that I just split from the receipt over here, from this order. I can add a discount. I can choose, because I have the authority to make an open discount, I can choose price here. I can choose percent, and I can choose preset. Now, most of the time, 99% of the time, you won't have these options because usually the employer will not give it to his employees, the open discount authority. So let's say preset, I can see the discounts that the employees have, that I have added in the dashboard that I can assign to the employee. So it's a 10% discount. You can also print the check. So it prints, the cashier will print the check without a payment being made. Or you can use a coupon. But if the order already has a discount, you cannot use a coupon. Now, you can join order, but I don't think I have the authority. But you can join order. And you can pay here. If you paid with 500 riyal, the change amount will show you 473. Now, if you go to orders, we'll see that we have an active order still. We'll click on it. It's the mushroom burger, and we'll pay. This is for the cashier. So I will show you how fast it can go sometimes. If you are like if a cashier is very used to it, so he'll press new, and then he will pick. Done. Okay, what do you want? Lemon juice, 3 pieces. Apple juice, 2 pieces. And you can have the options here. No sugar. And then cash. That's it. Already the order is made. Now, if I go to home, I can see here, other than the register, I have other options. So I can check with the till operations. So if the cashier has the authority, you can make some till operations. So I can choose the business state, and I can choose the type, pay in, pay out, or cash drop. So maybe he needs to give the driver some money. So He says payout, and he will give the driver 200 riyals for change, and he can type the reason here, change for driver. And that payment is made. You can also, if he has, you can also view reports. So you can see like the product mix, you can view it or print it. Here's what has been sold today. You can print it in the restaurant printer. You can even view the order summary. So this is like a quick summary of the orders that happened today and the discounts and the types. And also he can view the till operations. Of course, all of these reports you need to give the cashier authority. You can choose not to give them the authority to view. So you can see the cash surplus, the closing amount, the opening amount. And devices here, you can add all the devices, let's say printers or kitchen display or waiter or the sub cashier, which is another cashier you have, or the GDIA is the one, the credit card machine that you use, or display, or the notified. You can just connect them to this cashier app. And this is how you choose the model. And if you ever need to connect, you can just contact our customer support, and it's very simple usually. You can check the inventory. So you can check the inventory levels to know how many items you have in your inventory, so you know what you're running out of. So we ran out of lemon a while back, but we have 9 kilograms of beef, 11 pieces of patties, and so on. And we can also perform stock taking. So I do like the branch, I can add notes, and I'll do next. I can select items, let's say these items, or I can use a tag, add items from tag. And now I can perform and say, well, I have 5 pieces of dough, 5 kilos of flour, 3 kilos of lemon, and 50 pieces of patties. And I'm just done. And now we can check the levels. They've changed. Of course, it will show in the reports, the stock taking reports and the dashboard. Now, if you go to sync, if you download data, all the changes that we've made in the dashboard will go to the iPad, will down. So if you added a new product, you have to download data, and it will show after you download data. Upload data is the opposite. Everything you've made in the iPad will go up to the dashboard. So usually it happens automatically, but this button is here just in case. So when we just made an order, those orders were already uploaded automatically because we have a good internet connection. But sometimes you have a problem with your internet connections and you need to press upload data here through sync. Now, we have diagnostics here. Now this is a page, it will tell you how, basically if you have an issue, hopefully you will never have an issue, but if you have an issue or you want to check something with the connectivity, you need to open this page and you will probably send this picture to our support or our IT team, and you can send diagnostics and it will automatically send this information to our IT team when they can figure out if you have an issue or something. You can also find the device IP address here. It's the second one. You need this to sometimes to connect your printer or your other devices to the cashier. Now, if you go to settings, you can change the app language. So right now it's in English. We can choose Arabic, and then it will automatically tell you to just exit and come back, and it will turn to Arabic. You can choose a business start time. default order type. So I can say the default is pickup. Okay. I say the default is like pickup now. Whenever I order something, automatically it's pickup right here. I don't have to change it. Okay. And also final price round type. So you can round the price if it's in halalas and you don't want the fractions or halals, you can round up or round down or round up the average. So by 5. So for safety reasons, sometimes you want the cashier to log out after being inactive for a few minutes. You can choose 60 minutes, maximum of 60 minutes or a minute. Right now we chose 5 minutes. So let's say I've been using the cashier and then the cashier had to go to the back to check some supplies or cook something. After 5 minutes of not using the cashier, it will automatically log you out. So no one can mess with the iPad. However, the till and the shift will still be on. It will not end her shift. You can make a maximum return period. So if someone orders a product, let's say a burger, okay, he orders 4 burgers, and then he paid for them. You can check the orders. He can check the 4 burgers. And now this order is done already. But what he can do is press options. And let's say 1 burger was bad. So he can return the order. He'll choose how many are bad, how many he wants to return. So let's say he wants to return 1. And also we can choose, click on waste, which means it's waste. It doesn't go back to our inventory. It just goes to the trash. So let's say it's waste. And we press return. And this is the return amount of cash you have to return to. So you can enable a maximum return period. So let's say after 15 days, you can't return a product. Or after 30 minutes, you can't return the product. Or after 35, or you can just disable it. Reset order after 99. So your cashier, it will print the order types all the way up to 99. If this is enabled, it will go back to 0 after 99. If it is disabled, it will go to 100, order number 100, order number 101, 102, and so on. Now, the cashier, if you enable this, it will always ask if a cashier voids or cancels an order, it will always ask him what's the void reason. We can disable it. You can also make like the void, if someone cancels, you can make it required for the cashier to ask for the customer information, like his number and his email and his name. Discount requires customer info, which is usually used if you're giving out a discount and maybe you give out a discount to like STC employees or Aramco employees. So we use this. So whenever he uses like the STC discount, it will require the customer info. If you have a dine-in restaurant, you can require, the cashier will have to ask which table ordered this order and how many people are sitting at that table. You can auto download data after end of day. So every time the cashier ends the day and before closing, it will download all the data that you've changed in the dashboard. If you run cashier in sub mode, so that means you have 2 cashiers. If you don't run it in sub mode, then each cashier will have their own number sequence. So cashier A will print order number 1, 2, 3, 4, and cashier B will print order 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. However, if you have them in sub mode, it means if cashier A prints 1, 2, 3, 4, cashier B will continue with 5, 6, 7, and then cashier A will go back to 9, 10, and so on. You can auto pay all the devices in the same branch. And you can also send the end of day report by email if you activate this. You can type in which email. You can auto send a head order. So if you make an order and you say it's due by 3 hours, so 60 minutes before the order is due, or 15 minutes, it will auto send it to the kitchen. And you can also auto send the order after full payment to the kitchen. You can choose the kitchen printer language, in Arabic or in English, or you can do it in both. Same thing with the receipt. And the receipt price mode, you can make it tax exclusive or tax inclusive. It just changes how the receipt looks. Now, if you show the search button, the register screen, you'll see here that I have search. So I can type the name, let's say juice. I can type the name of the product. I can disable this. No more search button. You can choose if you receive online orders on this cashier or not. You choose split online order info when received, or auto accept, like the cashier doesn't need to approve an order that comes from the call center. It will auto accept. Same thing with the waiter. You can auto accept anything the waiter punches in, if you have a waiter app, to the cashier. Or you can have it need to go through the cashier for approval. If you have a barcode scanner, you will need this. You need to activate this. You can also force stock taking before the end of the day. So the cashier cannot exit or end his shift before stock taking all the items in the inventory. You can activate it or not. So you can print SKU with product mix report, or you can print mix report on end of day. You can print tills on end of day. You can manage the tables. So you can say, okay, this is the layout we have, depending on the number of tables you added in the dashboard. Say, okay, this is the layout we have in the restaurant. So it will be easier for you to assign the table. You can manage currencies. Right now we have Saudi Riyal. And you can manage integration. So use loyally, or maybe like Hunger Station or Wasl. And you will enable logging if the customer support asks you to. If you have any issues with the cashier, you can always go to help. You can send an email, call us, or you can just enter the live chat here. It will open up a live chat and say hi. And immediately it will go to our customer support here, and they will reply to you as soon as possible. If not, instantly. So this has been the cashier training. I'll now take your answers. Excuse me. Give me a second. Hello? Yes, hello, Mr. Sir. Okay. When? Sunday? Okay. Well, when? I mean, I'm okay next week. Monday is fine, but 11 o'clock. Yeah, 11 o'clock is fine. It will actually give me, yeah, it will actually give me more time to understand Zero better. Because when I was looking into QuickBooks and the accounting software, I don't have. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Mr. Matthew. Hello?